Hello and welcome back to Garden and Allotment Tips podcast. I hope you're all well and I hope that you're all enjoying this glorious weather that we're having and your abundance of crops as well. I'm certainly enjoying them at the moment. And one of the things I want to talk about today is, can you grow your favourite tomato that you may have tasted in the supermarket or from somebody else's allotment? Can you grow it yourself without having to search the internet for the seeds, without having to try and find the plants? Can you grow them? Because half of the time in the supermarket you won't know what variety they are or whether you bought one from a market. If you've tasted a delicious tomato and you think, oh, I wish I could grow that variety. Now, well, that's the thing what I've done recently, because I've been looking after my dad's allotment and I've been watering his tomatoes, and he says, any that are ready, feel free to pinch them and have them yourself because you're looking after them. And obviously they do need picking because they'll just go rotten if not, and obviously others will grow better if you pick them when they're ready. So I picked some of his tomatoes and they were an orangey colour, and I thought, oh, what variety are these? And then I noticed it got a label on them saying Sun Gold, and I've never tried a Sun Gold tomato before. Now these are orange variety of tomatoes, so they don't take as long to ripen and get ready, because obviously going from green to orange isn't a fast process like it would be to go to red. So I tasted them and wow, they are absolutely phenomenal. I've never tasted a juicy, tasty tomato as this. I couldn't believe how nice it was. And I posted it on my Facebook group, and everybody agreed about Sun Gold tomatoes, that how tasty they are and the best variety around that they've tasted. And they say that they're good croppers, they produce lots and lots of tomatoes, which my dad's were, and yeah, they're like a vine and it's fantastic. So many tomatoes on it. So what I've got to do is, I think my dad actually purchased the plants from a garden centre when he got them, because he don't tend to grow them from seed. He just buys a couple of plants from the garden centre. Now I thought, I need to grow these myself next year. I've not grown any tomatoes this year. I'm having a go at growing melons, but I might go back to growing some tomatoes again next year because I am missing them. They are tasty and delicious, and a lot of people on the site are actually growing them outside, and they're producing really well. So I might grow some outside next year because I do get some sunny spots. So I'll possibly be growing some of those outside. So what you can do is, if you've tasted a delicious tomato from the supermarket, or like I have with my dad's, and you can't find what variety they are or what seeds they are or where they're from, what you can do is you can scoop out all the seeds of the tomato and save them. And that is what I've done today. I've scooped out all the Sun Gold tomato seeds and put them on a piece of paper to dry out. Now I've probably got about 20 to 30 seeds, so hopefully we will be able to get some to germinate next year and we'll be able to taste some delicious ones. And another way what you can do is, if you're finding the tomato early on in the year, like January, February time, what you can do is, I've seen plenty of videos about this and it does work apparently. Never tried it myself. I'm going to try it when the time comes. But what you can do is slice your tomato into slices and then just put the tomato slice straight in the compost and the seeds will grow. How amazing is that? So you can buy tomato for cheap as chips and basically put it in some soil sliced up and you'll get tomato plants, and it can be a lot cheaper than actually buying a packet of seeds. So if you found a delicious tomato out there, maybe it's a big fat juicy cooking tomato or whether it's a nice small cherry one, cut them into slices and then just put them in some soil, keep them watered, keep them moist, and you will get some tomato plants growing from it. And once they start to grow, then you can separate them out because they'll all be clumped up together. Separate them out, pot them on, and get them growing bigger. So hey presto, what you can do is find cheaper ways of growing tomato plants from seed from your favourite tomato, trying new ways, and I'm definitely going to try this next year. And you can get some fantastic tomatoes growing. So until next time, if you've not followed this podcast, give it a follow, and then you'll find out when our next short little episode is. If you've not listened to my other podcast, go and search for Gardening with Ben. Those are my main podcast channels. These are just short, sweet little ones. So until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben.